Alright folks, excuse me, what is up? This is One Big Bugger, and I am coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2, and of course we are continuing our rebuilding of the company in hard mode. Man, 40 some odd episodes. I didn't think it would take this long. Not that I'm, like, displeased or anything. I'm not. I just thought I'd be further along. But I'm glad. I'm actually glad and very surprised that at this many videos of doing this, that, always forget the brake. This many videos of doing this, people still support it. People support it. You guys are still watching it. You're still enjoying it. And, I am surprised at that. I never thought I'd see this kind of success with a truck driving simulator. just to say the least, Come on. Here, up the hill, up the hill. Oops. I should not have been in that gear. That was a bad gear. We should be in first. Oh, no. We're going to have to use the emergency brake here. To which you floor it. Make sure you're clear. Just wait. Wait for that truck to go by. Yeah, you put on the emergency brake. Wait till you have clearance. You gun it, and then you let go of the emergency brake. And as long as your truck is strong enough to hold on the hill, as long as you have enough emergency brake to hold on the hill, it'll probably take off. I find that there's really not much other way to do it, because your truck just rolls back too far and there's too much weight for your truck to take. Otherwise, I've tried even like light acceleration and it doesn't work. You have to do it that way. So you put on your emergency brake, put the pedal to the floor basically, and then you just release the emergency brake when you're clear, and then just go for it. Our lights are on, right? Yes, okay. Had to make sure. Go. I'd rather swing that really wide and just make sure that I make it rather than not. I don't think I have the dead zone big enough on the up and down yet. It still feels rather floaty. Herky-jerky, as you will. Oh. Should have guessed. Oh, okay. Let's see, 805 kilometers? Oh, I don't know if we'll make that by the next rest stop, but I know we'll be awfully close. And because we'll be close... And because we'll be close, that also might mean that I just finished this out in one video. So... Come on, light. There you go. So, I guess maybe some people didn't know, or, maybe you weren't sure. When it came to my kidney stone. I'm fine now. I managed to pass it. Hello. I wasn't looking up. I passed it while I was in the hospital. And they were actually getting ready to do an ultrasound of me. I passed it just before the ultrasound, so I'm good. I'm all good now. The thing that like worries me is the fact that there could be more. You know? That's what scares me. Because that is a tremendous amount of pain. Man, I've done a lot of things in my life that have caused me pain. Nothing like that. I mean, I've had toothaches. Fuck. Oh well. It's alright. I knew this was going to happen at some point. I just had that feeling, you know? I just had that feeling that was going to happen. Yeah, I'm all good now. I'm 1,000% better. Just the same, man. That I've had toothaches. I mean, really bad toothaches that didn't hurt nearly as much. You know, not even close. I can't even begin to you know, just to fathom how something so small, so excruciatingly tiny, can cause such excruciating pain. You know? That's a trip to me right there. Perfect time to fuel up, as we are in Africa and the fuel prices are insanely cheap. There we go. Come on, hurry up. Just gonna get in my way anyways. So, I've got an interesting truck coming up. That's for sure. It's a truck I've actually wanted to see a remake of for a while, and somebody's actually finally done it. I don't know how fun it's going to be to drive. Just because of the nature of the truck it is. But if it's anything like the Kama was, which it stands a really good chance of being, then it's going to be an interesting run. But it's still an amazing truck. I took a sip of soda. I know I shouldn't have soda. I really shouldn't. I don't have like a case or anything. My wife just put half a can down in front of me. We give us every like maybe twice a week we have half a can of soda each. just for have. So once we get on the highway here, this should pretty much be like an all-highway run. So we actually do stand a pretty good chance of making it in this. We actually stand a pretty good chance of making it in this video. Depending on how close we get, I may do it anyways. Pull, baby, pull. There we go. I don't need to go in that lane right now. I can stay in this one. I actually like this stretch of road in Africa, man. It's a lot of fun. I think it's been toned down, though. I honestly do. The dunes in the area that you drive over used to be much, much steeper. They used to be a lot more difficult to climb and you know, go down on. But I think with the issues with the traffic that was having with them, that when one of the newer versions of Truck Sim Map came out, they toned the dunes down, because like there's this one dune area that had a camera at the bottom of a very steep hill, and you had to slow down to 80 kilometers. Well, you'd slow down to 80 kilometers and you would inevitably be hit in the rear by a car that didn't slow down because of the steep hill. And it happened all the time. So you had a choice: risk damaging your cargo and possibly taking a fine from a car slamming into you from the back, or get a speeding ticket. Those were the only two ways to do it. So, me, my wife, we've had this switching topics here. Oh, too fast. 103, 102, 101. 100, there we go. We had this turkey that we bought back in Thanksgiving. We bought 2 turkeys, which is not the most we bought, actually. It was 2 or 3 Thanksgivings ago. We had 4 turkeys. This is just the way the store was advertising, you know.
That's how we roll.
You know, you'd basically, you know, they have 2 deals on turkeys. You know, they'd have like their 20-pound, up to 20 pound, 16 to 20 pound turkeys, you would get for like $10. And then if you had one of their, I'm going to call them tickets, reward forms, whatever, you know, little reward things you get for cards. If you had one of those reward tickets, then you could get a 12, I think it was 12 to 16 pound or 10 to 16 pound turkey for free. So I don't exactly know how it happened, but I know me and my wife, we usually do this like every year. We buy because you can only get one each on the deals. We bought one, and then we got the free one with a ticket, so we had 2 turkeys, and we come home and find out that 2 more turkeys were already bought. So it was rather interesting. Uh-oh. Fortunately, actually, there was enough room for me to pull that maneuver without forcing the car off the road, but it was close. But we still had our 16-pound turkey from this year. We thawed it out. We were just going to make it up, but people have pitched in and, you know, bought extra stuff for it, so we're turning it into a family meal tomorrow. We're going to make just a big turkey dinner tomorrow night, which is dangerous because I still want to keep my portions, but on the flip side, it's a turkey dinner. You know, I tend to agree with Garfield at this point when it comes to dieting. Damn it, I have the momentum too. You know what dieting is? I'll tell you what dieting is. It's die with a T. We can make it if we could get around this godforsaken truck. It's actually easier to peek on the inside than it is to peek on the outside of him. We've got plenty of room to move over. I haven't watched my airplane shows in a while, which is rather interesting. I took this fascination, and I still have a little bit with airline crashes. I've talked about this before, but this is for anyone who may be new. I've been watching the series called Mayday Airline Investigation. I haven't watched it in a while, which is rather odd. Usually when I latch onto a series, I latch onto it till I finish it. Not in this case. I am still waiting for the launch of the WWE Network. I actually might have the money at the end of the month to buy into that. I'm honestly hoping I do. I'm just shy because I think it's going to be like the usual like $9.90, $9.99 a month, something like that. And I have like $9.39, but I get my Vizzo payment soon, which I've already told you guys I only get like $2-3 a month right now, which I'm grateful for it. Don't get me wrong, but even if I wasn't getting anything, I'd still be doing this. I just love recording videos rather than just being out there driving doing nothing. So I'm quite happy, but hopefully that that little bit extra $2-3 will pay off now. And I want to give the WWE Network a chance because of all the old programming they're going to show too, not just the new stuff. I can go back and watch old programming and catch old matches, and legends and whatnot. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to see how it goes. And then as long as I'm with them long enough, then I can actually watch the pay-per-views for free, which will be something. Yep, we'll be able to continue that pass, no problem. And we're almost up to full cruising speed. Don't know how long we'll hold it at full cruising speed though, but pay attention to the fact that the speed limit is 80 kilometers, so if we see any hint of a speed camera, we must slow down. Oh, now it looked like it jumped to 110. See, right along here is where the dunes would start getting steep. You'd start getting steep downhills and steep uphills, which I'm guessing is honestly a little bit more realistic than not having steep down and uphills. But again, the problems with the traffic where you get rear-ended and whatnot made it really a pain in the butt to do. Now, the only reason I'm up so high in speed is, of course, I came a downhill. I've got the cruise control locked in to 800 kilometers. As you hear the engine pick up there. Well, not a lot to say now, you know. Because I literally recorded late at night last night. Now it's about 4:30 now. I gotta feed my dogs in half an hour. Or so. Why you slow down? You ruined my mojo. Had a nice cruise going on and you had to ruin it. Oh well, I suppose actually, because you can already see the speed camera in the distance, yeah. So, it's not terrible. Speed limit's 80, so we got to keep that in mind. We're at 78, 79. So yeah, we do want to be a little careful right now until we're past that camera. It'd be nice to know what half of these signs mean. I mean, I understand this one, you know, steep hills, sandy, you know, trucks trucks should go 70, cars I guess are to 100, but whatever. We're actually on a flat, but my truck's struggling a little bit. I think that's because the road, yeah, we're kicking up sand. So it's actually probably coded as a dirt road. So it's going to take a little bit more effort to roll through. Yeah, unfortunately, can't help that one. And then we get back onto the tar area, it looks like. I really don't know what possesses somebody to start vacuuming at 4:30 in the afternoon when they've had the chance to do it all day and haven't, but such is the way of things. I apologize for it. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. Hey, we're catching back up to that Jeep. Now again, the speed. This is where the hill was. I'm almost positive that this is where that steep hill was. I'm almost positive that's where the steep hill was. Yeah, the dunes are not as exciting as they used to be. Please stop vacuuming. Oh my god. I am so sorry about this. There's really no reason to do that. The floor is clean. Whoa! My distraction of the vacuum, I almost rear-ended that guy. That Jeep, whatever. Yeah, sadly the dunes are not as exciting as they used to be, but like I said, on the flip side, they're a little more stable in terms of traffic. You're not, like I said, you're not going to have somebody coming along and rear-ending you suddenly. You know? So, that's a positive, I suppose. Or maybe they were a little too steep. I really can't imagine a road like this going through the desert. I have a hard time doing that because I figured like the high winds and all this loose sand, there'd be sand all over the road, sand piles, and it would, you know, eventually you get blockages from sandstorms and whatnot. And just the sheer effort it would take to keep these roads clear. You know what I'm saying? Shit. At least we didn't hit that one. I would have tried to like go off the side and just go around him, but you can see the ditch on the side of the road there. Would not have made for the smartest of ideas had I attempted that. Yeah, we're not going to make it this run. We're going to have to find the next rest stop, most likely. And we're not close enough, in my eyes, to continue the run out. I'm hoping that we come across another rest stop. I'm almost positive there is one. Yeah, I'm seeing my speed has somehow gotten up to 102, despite the fact that I'm actually rolling what appears to be uphill. We should find it. Yeah, there's another rest stop along this way. I'm not sure how far out it is, but I do remember there is. I've got no choice on this one. I had to go around them. I didn't have enough time to... I knew I wasn't going to brake in time. But fortunately, there was no ditch on the side of the road that time, so I was in the smooth area. So I was just able to haul around him and not lose too much speed while doing it. Like in the old junkyard, yeah, I know we've passed that before, but still, it's pretty cool. Get on my own side of the road. So I've actually finished my tutorial in Eve, and I've put in my in-game application to de-red it, and then once that's accepted, I'm going to complete whatever processes I need to. There's some stuff I need to do on a website to finish, and there's some things I have to do in-game. I've enjoyed the experience up to this point, but now I'm at that point where I'm not being led anymore. You know? I'm not being shown, the game's not showing me what to do. It's now like, I've taught you the basics, you're on your own now. I want to get a drink, but I'm on a corner here. Yeah, see, as we start to get into this grassy area, it won't be too much further now, and then we'll have a left-hand turn that will lead to a rest stop and which is a small gas station off the side of the road. That will have the crash scene of the big 747 in the distance. I like to call it the impossible crash scene. Yeah, and then the big cathedral in the distance. Yeah, so this is where we're going to stop. We're going to stop right up here. You can see the gas station there. And there you can see out the corner there, you just got a glimpse of the 747. It's a nice little Easter egg, even if it is impossible. And there you go. And again, because it's so cheap, I am going to take the time to fuel up. And the only reason I should have to drop my trailer here, if I have to drop it at all, is because my trailer's so long that it won't let me rest with it attached. And it won't. So back it up a little bit. Drop it. Yeah, the reason that's impossible is just the angle of the plane. There's no way the plane could crash like that. Alright folks, but that's going to be me done for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. Join us next time when we will finish this run up. And we'll see what else we're hauling next. And we're getting well on our way to finally getting our second truck. So I'm looking forward to that. But until then, if you could leave a comment, rate, and subscribe down below, that would be fabulously awesome. Otherwise, this is going to be one big bug. I'm going to be signing out, and I'll see you on the road.